Welcome to the novel audio. I wish you all the best. I suddenly entered the body of a strange girl. In front of you is a list of performances for the ball. Happy New Year single dance performance. Oh my god, the road is the top female star. Famous for many comprehensive talents, CA singing and dancing, the acting is excellent. If you are not serious about working, you have to go back to the inheritance. It's such a coincidence that make people laugh. The class president is handsome right now. Loved by everyone in the school. Stepped to the repertoire, he glanced at me. Your eyes softened, his face didn't he want to write his name? Said coldly, if you think I'm going to like you. Stop being delusional, I'm imitating the AI flag. I turned my head and smirked and laughed. Then it's time, please don't cry, please. Touch the right hand a little rough, I realized that I was reborn and through space. Who can guess? After the safety cable broke during filming, I fell unconscious and had to go to the ICU. Now I'm sitting in a class. High school strangers looking at the strange face in the small mirror. I said in my heart, thick glasses, yellow skin with acne and clogged pores, take off your glasses and breathe a sigh of relief. Although the eyes are close, the eye shape is still quite beautiful. The tail of the eye is slightly arched in conjunction with a fairly straight nose, it can still be improved. The hair is just temperament and the dress tastes a little bad. It looks a bit seasonal. But not so before the New Year's Eve party, I'm sure I can turn this around. I don't know where the AI got the courage to sign up. Perform together with low demand, that's right. I've studied badly and I don't know how to measure myself. I don't know what level I have. Table mate and the person sitting in front of them puts their heads together, just making fun of me. I don't know my level, Ria Sao, but I know your level very well. Even the formula is wrong. They say it can't be solved forever. Yeah, you understand why. If you open your mouth, it's not time for her to finish. An hour's worth of exercise books fell on my desk, my eyes according to the book. Slowly looking up at a slightly fat boy haircut, top stud, uniform open button, silver necklace appeared in front of me. What to look at? Help me with my homework today. I didn't post yesterday. I don't know the original owner of this body. How gentle. That AI can also step on. Good people are easily bullied by others. I've had a hot temper since I was born. This is the toughest kid in your group. Are you lacking brains or hands? Assignment must be done by someone else. It's okay to help you. Call me for an hour. I'm glad I did too for you. The fat man didn't expect me to react that way. Hold for a few seconds and kick the foot hard. Ear-tight echoes make airy play become silent. Tell me what you just said right away. I'll listen. The fat man put his hands on the table. Angry talking with such a loud noise, class president Vi, the first person did not want to intervene. Also have to keep the cold side step to air conditioning. Li Qinghai must not insult her classmates, that's it. Bullies don't make mistakes. The victim was scolded. So it turns out that I don't dare poke at thugs. Only bully the gentle sow. I stood up and looked straight at her. Who are showing hatred for me and saying, I can't believe you and here so close. All right, you help him with his homework. I put my homework in front of me. I can't believe I have this trick. Try to grit your face with your teeth. Why should I help him with his homework? Why should I help him? I owe him, I replied, in the words of the late Vi. You didn't see him bullying his classmates. And I protect my rights. You're preaching morality to me. Why are you afraid of him getting revenge? You can't tell him. He's hard to deal with, but I'm easy to deal with. There was a flash of panic in her eyes when she was exposed. I want to say something, but I can't say it. What the fuck do you talk to him about? Fat man breathes cowardly soul push Vi's side and rushed towards me. Put your hands up. Just as the hand is about to swing, I leaned back and let his hand slip. It just creates a strong wind. That scene scared everyone around. Try to stand where your face is pale, before everyone can react. I kicked the fat guy right in the face. Painful screams echoed through the classroom. From now on, do your own homework. Don't pretend to be a socialite in front of me. The more you annoy me, I'll make you even more upset. The fat man fell half to the ground. Hugging the painful lower body, you're lucky to wait. It's not over yet. I'm ready to wait any time. He tried to say something but was stopped. It's almost time for physical education. Come out on the field. I'll take you to the infirmary first. Watching my classmates gather in crowds, have fun on the field. I'm alone, but I'm comfortable, walking towards the classroom. Haha Lee Tin's single dance, hi, I secretly registered his name with him. Commissioner of Culture, oh my god, you're the best. Last time in the sports. I also secretly signed him up to run 1,500 meters. Made him run to vomit and pass out. Let's see how bad he looks this time. Even if you know, you can't do anything. I folded my arms in front of my chest against the door. Have I ever done anything wrong to you? I suddenly appeared at the back door. The two girls beat him for a few seconds and then made a contemptuous promise. You dare to blame someone. I don't even dare to speak loudly. So why are you bullying me? I tilted my head and stared at them. It's fun not to dress. Besides, you're not the only one being bullied. There are many others. Now you're angry at King Chi. He's a rich kid. I know a lot of people out there. You're dead. Turns out that fat guy's name is King Chi. Look at this. Tell him why he's so unruly. I gnawed my hand in my pocket. I don't know if I'm going to die, but it won't be easy for you. Under the puzzled eyes of two girls, I turned on the phone and turned on the recording. Lai Tin's solo dance, hi, it's because I sneak. The conversation was played back without a word. Think about it. If I post this recording on the school forum or send to homeroom teachers and principals, are you guys famous? I held up the phone, smiled seductively at them. Well, do you like the secret AI? If that person hears these words, is my impression of you deeper? It's also very attention-grabbing. Your friend secretly signed up, gave me a red face, came in to steal my phone. I lean away, hold up the phone. Made her lose her balance and fall on her face. Jen, what are you doing? Just walk to the back door. She looked at me with anger and contempt and bent over to help a crying classmate. Your eyes are for sight. He tried to grab my phone and fall down. You are so young and blind. I tried to clench my teeth. Did you stop him? It sounds like a question, but it's actually a statement. There's another big accusation. It makes me laugh. Are you okay? Defamation is illegal, you know? I pointed to the camera hanging in the hallway. Then I looked at some people across the street. You don't even know what you're saying. I wanted to talk earlier. You're a class president without looking at heads and tails. They don't do it right. They throw dirty water on me. That's because I like you, so you think you can do anything. You mess up in front of me. Look at the angry face in front of you. And then I remembered my cowardly attitude today. I really don't understand. Why did the previous guy like him? If my soul could go back to its place, I will definitely lead someone before Kier. Go experience the world. Since I was a child, I have filled my house with gold and silver. To be educated in the flower, all the people I met were men. Rich lady for generations. Or top model or high-profile figures in the field. 4 legs are hard to find. Beautiful men, you are full. Don't you tell me, did he stop you? Don't be afraid. She tried to clench her fist, trembling as she held back her anger. I held the phone up in front of me. And Du is wiping away tears with a friendly smile. It's me. She didn't stop me. He bit his lips and said with anger, Captain, you heard me. I don't need you this time. Sorry, but don't repeat it. I put the phone in my pocket. I don't care about them anymore. As I prepare to go to class to drink water, she hurriedly blocked in front of me, the voice screeching through her teeth. You doing that only makes me hate you more. I stroked the curls of my ear with contempt. Then go to the police when we're under stress. A soft laugh suddenly echoed from behind. I turned to look. A guy in a white jacket standing against the light in the hallway. Smiling softly, his piercing eyes exuded the arrogance of youth. Long time no see Lee, Jimmy boy, step up 2 steps. He pulled me out behind him and stood in front of me. The sun is shining on your shoulders. It's a strange sense of security. Try to look at the boy a little taller than you, suddenly silent. What are you? Do you hate or like who is important to others? Finished talking, the boy came back. Holding my wrist, I glanced coldly at my 2 friends, give her a smile and pull me away. Sitting on a bench in the forest, the boy in front of me. The dim light from above that accentuate the delicate lines on your face, beautiful as a work of art. Why are you sitting there? The boy gave me a box of hot milk. Just opened the corner of my mouth a little naughty. This gentle voice is the sow. He is so beautiful that he can. Who is this idle eye? Li Chenghai, how many more surprises do you have that I don't know about? It's nothing. That's warm milk, man. What am I talking about? Feel his probing gaze. I quickly bowed my head to drink sow milk, excited to lose your memory. The boy sat down next to me. Flavor of white tea mixed with a cold winter air rushing into my nose. It's not just memory loss. The soul has also been replaced. While I was thinking about how to deal with it, his phone is ringing. You're tight for an hour, pick up the phone and turn on the speakerphone. Fucking 6 Master 6, where are you? Don't tell me you're back. I secretly thank God. Thank you for having speakers in the world. You're busy meeting important people. You leave it later. 6 Sister 6 said as she leaned back on me laughing complacently, the sky over there. Before I could finish speaking, the 6 sisters did not regret it. Please don't pretend to lose your memory with me. Not my gift. My long white hand reached out in front of me. What gift I'm really confused about in the gift box you promised me when I got home. 6 Sister 6 lengthens her voice with a little temptation. I forgot. I'll make it up to you next time. It's almost time to get out of school. I went before. Just take it slow. I'm going to run away when I'm done. I'm not going to eat you. What do you want to eat? I'll take you. 6 Sister Vi took my wrist hold tight but very gently, but afraid of hurting me. I don't want to eat. I have to go home and do my homework and see you later. I grabbed my hand and didn't wait for him to answer. Was in a hurry, stop touching. Any further contact may be lost. The last part is a relaxing exercise. When I got back to class, the school bell rang. The head teacher gave the assignment and waved her hand. After school, I packed my bag and left the classroom. Go to the school gate. It's not true where Li Jingyi's house is. This soul-piercing error is too much. I remember in the language novel it's not written like this. I really don't have any memories. Hi. Listen to the call. I raise my head, a woman with low ponytail tied casual dress up, weaving her hands to me softly with this kind face, the glow of maternal love. I'm sure this is Li's mother. Turns out she still loves me. I hope you do your homework first. When I finished cooking, I called you home. Put the keys down and bring the food to the kitchen. I'm standing in the living room looking at this house. The sunset light through the window shining down on the sofa. I have watched it countless times. I have a small space, just enough for 2 people to stand. The old Vi, it's more lonely when you put it in the middle of a white wall. I walked into Li's room. There is only one bed in it. A closet and a desk full of furniture. Old guy sheet combing bed gives off a slight smell of laundry detergent. All the furniture in the house has only 2 parts. For Li Jingyi and her mother sitting in front of the desk, I took a deep breath. Take out the crumpled NDT5 sheet from the pocket of the uniform jacket. Too, though talented, it's hard to do anything good without money. I'm not worried about academic performance, but this and dancing. If you have no money, do it. But while being rich, the phone screen lit up with the news, the latest news lady of the elite group, famous female celebrity fitness. Nin, it is still in an unfavorable situation. She was in the ICU for 3 days. Heir of the pharmaceutical company HOA, they also flew from abroad, back on the day of the accident. And to the hospital, I immediately talked about Sao. The name of the enemy is not in heaven. He has been with me since childhood. Staring at the news. Suddenly, I had a strange feeling. Oh my God, is the golden ring coming? I picked up the old phone on the table. Press call a familiar number. I heard the familiar low voice. I took a few deep breaths and hung up. The climate is still so bad, of course. I called back, told me not to hang up, and I hung up again. That's right. How does he know who I am? Sorry, the subscriber you just called is currently busy. Oh my God, he blocked my number. Mom, can I borrow your phone? I leaned against the door, grinning wryly. I have some secret information about mental health. If you hang up, don't know. I quickly spoke with a ferocious voice. A few seconds of silence passed. The cold and dangerous voice boomed out. I want to see you in person. You came to see me. And unblocked my phone number just now. After I gave you a specific address for blurring, he hung up. The clock on the table ticked every minute. It's getting dark. I'll turn it over with a workbook. How to solve this, I slowly sat up straight. Then the phone suddenly rang. I saw a short message from the Oracle. I hurriedly took the key to greet my mother and walked out the door. To the side of the road, I saw a man leaning against his car. The gray jacket that accentuates his tall physique, a cigarette between 2 fingers, emitting a dim light at night, soft light from streetlights shining on that delicate face. It makes it softer, but it's still cold. Hello, I came to wave my hand. Only when you get close. I just realized on that delicate face can't hide get the fatigue with jagged whiskers. 3 minutes of time to present. To put out the cigarette frown, look at me well, what I'm about to say may come as a surprise. I hope you stay calm, even if it sounds impatient. But stay calm. Say it. Actually, I'm a psychic. My soul is in this body. The soul of the soul, I know you don't. Keep going, I look up at him in surprise. You believe me, keep talking. The cable broke that day and I fell down and lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was in this body. I'm also registered to participate in some monstrous dance. I also met a man named Six. I shrugged and told the whole story. Afraid that he wouldn't believe it and left, I quickly continued. His family has a yellow dog named Shende. I have a border collie. It's called Tai Tien. Right, when I was 17, he took me to see the ice and asked me to make a wish. I said I want to be a monkey in Russia. They steal people's food every day. You can beat them too. You told me to get off the mountain. The corner of the oracle couldn't stop twitching. There's a small mole on your waist. There's a heart-shaped birthmark on the inside of the thigh. I can't even finish the sentence. I was suddenly held in a tight embrace. So tight that it seems to want to go through my body, it almost choked me. I tried to pat the back of my speech. Are you going to kill me? I said softly. When can you go back to your body? I don't know. But now I have a more important task. Will you do me a favor? You say, lend me some money after I get back to my body. I'll pay double. Words just ended. A glowing card that fits in the palm of your hand. I don't need to pay. This is the first time you've asked me for help. I'd love to hear this haughty tone. Look at that smug face. Thank you for using words to show your gratitude. I'll try not to scold you later. When you scold me, I won't try to argue. I'm holding a fake laughter card. I hope you remember this lie later. Look at the card. I'm not attached to him anymore. Because tomorrow is just Saturday. I'm in a hurry to buy something. I carefully put the card in my pocket. Suddenly remembered the exercise book in the room. I frowned and kept talking about chastity. Hi, there are many very suspicious points. Just open the door and get in the car. It's too cold out here. Why did this person become so stubborn? I just checked Li Jingyi's homework book at home. She's doing almost everything right. But the exercise book she left at school, they just do it on average. I looked at the cute boy Tuan-Ti sitting in the main driver's seat to say seriously, it seems like they're too good to attract flies. He turned his head and looked at me with his thin lips open. I've got to see who has the guts to do that. Besides dancing at the party, I want the top spot in my class. The first position in this class belongs to Li Qinghai. She looked at me and suddenly laughed. Are you laughing at something that doesn't believe in me? You think all the times I've been at the top of my class before were meaningless. Why don't I laugh at your strength? I turn my eyes deep. It just feels good that you're still here. The air conditioning in the car is quite strong. Made me look into the eyes of the oracle. It's like being in a fireplace. The heat never ceases to rise in my heart. Say no words. No, of course I'm still here. That people live very long. They probably live longer than you. Okay, I'll go first. Goodbye. I hurried to open the car door. Heart arrhythmia. I don't know if it's because I'm running too fast or because the air is too hot. The first weekend after the break. I'm running around the mall. To buy Sunday dinners, look at the cream jars and cosmetic bottles on the table. I tore the mask off my face. The first battle is finally about to begin. Right from the moment you enter the school. I could feel the eyes. Everyone stops on their own. That's the effect I want you to have. The friend at the table rolled his eyes. He points his hand at me and stutters without words. Loud noise before the morning self-study immediately stopped. When I walked into class, is there something wrong? I pretended not to understand and looked back at her. Not enough time for the table to respond. The self-study alarm sounded. The teacher walked into the classroom smiling. My eyes and her eyes met. You're a little stunned. Then take your eyes off. Tell the class leader to start reading. Yes, they have that reaction. Of course I understand why. Remember your face in the mirror. Leaving the house in the morning. Take away the thick glasses. The eyes are adorned with contact lenses. It's like a lake deep under the snow. Dark and clear winter, the pair of elongated eyebrows have been neatly trimmed. The skin becomes smooth after the concealer. It looks so thin and tasteful. The lines of the face is raised to the maximum without showing any trace of makeup. The natural beauty is amazing. And this is just my first step. Qinghai, your weekend workout, the leader, is a little thin with glasses. With a stack of assignments in front of my desk. Here I smiled, giving homework cuckoo. The leader glanced at me and immediately bowed his head. Blush, take your homework and go fast. Ha, I thought I was beautiful and I would go out with someone else. Table mates, look at the scene, it just happened. A voice full of hate and contempt. Hard words make me frown. The eyes became cold. You're only 10 years old. That said, such harsh words, think dirty like that. I'm really curious. What environment do you live in every day that your mind you're smelling so bad? Maybe because I've never been seen. So intense, or maybe you've never been scolded. The friend's eyes began to water. It is best to cry out loud. So that the teacher and her classmates, I heard your last words. I'm worried too. People haven't heard what you just said. I don't know if you invited your parents. I look forward to seeing a good play. Your friend at the table is scared. Hurriedly wiped his tears and lay his head down on the table. Don't bother me anymore. After 2 quiet lessons, she walked to my desk, surprised eyes. The boss called you to the office. I looked up at him as if to respond. Just got into the office. I saw 6. Vi is leaning against the wall talking to the spear member. Me ignore. He looked at her and walked straight to her. Christian, hi, don't stress. I called you just to ask you about math and physics. When you submit, do you always submit the answers? The young hostess laughed softly. Her voice was very mild. The question just ended. 2 teachers, the math and physics people sitting next to me, immediately turned to look at me. Haha. Turns out it's because I did too much of yesterday's homework, right? So the teacher suspected I copied the answer. Miss, I've submitted it. The class leader collected the homework. If you don't submit, the leader has given your name. I looked directly at the teacher in front of me. Every word is clear. Not enough time for the boss to respond. Middle-aged physics teacher, the one sitting next to me, couldn't resist. Hi, did you buy a book like this? Sir, that sounds like a question. But it's actually positive. Dear, it is good to write the answer now, but the midterms are coming up. Then I saw what I could write. The physics teacher didn't seem to see enough. Keep interrupting me and talking. Of course, once people have preconceived ideas, they will immediately judge. No matter what you do, you can't change it. Sir, I didn't buy a book like that and I didn't copy the answers. The exercises are all done by myself. If you don't believe, you can ask any question you want on the spot. I calmly looked at the man. Middle-aged, singing in front of her. My words stunned my physics teacher. His face turned a confused red. The tone has become cold. What an attitude, your words are not finished. She was interrupted by the boss. The teachers don't have to doubt me. Just asking. Not writing the answer is good. The exam is coming, try it. Go back to class. It's almost time. I won't say anything else. Thank the boss and leave the office. Hello, you are so brave. Wait for me to come home from school tonight. Don't even think about hiding from the 6 sisters. When you finish saying that, run away. I didn't have time to answer. His ears were still red. Can run halfway. He seemed to remember something. Stop in place, turn around and put your hands up and shout at me. Liz, you are beautiful today. Of course you were beautiful before. But today is more special than ever. When he finished, he ran away. Li Chenghai, a suspicious female voice echoed from behind. I put my hand in my pocket. Turned around and saw a girl who looked like a porcelain doll, high-neck wool shirt and uniform. It makes a face smaller than the hands. Amazingly smooth white skin and her long eyelashes fluttered softly. What did you call her for? She tied her ponytail and stood next to her. Jacket hands down, he looked at me with arrogant eyes. It turns out that she is a coward. I looked straight at her and neither of us took our eyes off her. What's wrong? I asked coldly. Just heard you also signed up for the New Year's Eve ball. I want to ask you where you're going. Take your eyes off me. Then pretend to accidentally mention the social gathering. She's too tight to see who she is. I thought makeup could come from a duck. Turned into a swan. The preliminary round must be eliminated immediately. The ponytail-haired girl heard him say, find a place to hide. See, the ironic smile flashed on the corner of her lips. I laughed coldly in my heart. Towards the ponytail girl, your house lives on the 8th. You can talk like a monster. Her ponytail friend takes a step and grinds her teeth. Whether they are eliminated or not, it will be clear to meet them in the preliminary round. I said my eyes accidentally flashed and I lowered my voice. There's more to tell you. Ugly ducks can become swans because it's a swan. It's just for a couple of reasons. I saw her lips bite into her face. It's getting more and more white. I grinned and walked towards the classroom. When the class bell rings, I really understand. Too bad to drink cold water. What is choking? I just pissed off my physics teacher. The next day was his day. Hi Chris, come up here and do this. Physics teacher holding a small mic typing on a large exercise board. The whole class looked at me with ridicule. I looked at the title with chalk. Start writing the formula into the solver steps. When putting the last dot, I'm looking at tables full of very tight formulas. Pleased to clap when I was a psychic. I'm the king of the real nomenclature. I've almost come across all kinds of articles. So there's nothing to be afraid of. The physics teacher went up with the chalk. Check what I wrote. The steps are also correct. Li Changhai explained to the class how to do this. The physics teacher still doesn't believe. Continue. The challenge by asking me to explain, I shrugged my shoulders and clearly presented my thoughts. The worse the physics teacher's facial expressions got. What's a blank cat with fry socks bragging about? Just return to my seat, I heard my table mate whisper. I poked my pen at her note-filled paper. You blame me for bragging and still record my solution. You really eat porridge. The table's friend's face became embarrassed. When I'm naked, hurry up and close the book and be quiet. In the middle of class, a piece of paper is delivered to my desk. That's the monthly test score target. Everyone in the class writes in the ranking that they want in the upcoming exam, except she scored first. No one would dare to do that. I wrote a big one in the ranking box with a pen. The whole class was buzzing about the number I'd written. Li Changhai, you think you just need to do a physics lesson. You can get first class. This number 1 must be first class from the bottom, right? There are only 3 days left for the exam. Today is Wednesday. You want from the 800th class climbing to first class in 3 days. I rest my head with my hands closed, not going to respond to those words. Power is what defeats contempt. Let's make a bet. A boy with a crooked face walked out in front of me. I'm not interested. I'm lazy. I opened my eyes. You're not scared. Don't worry, I'm not bullying you. Let me run a few laps around the school. The words just ended the other boys laughing. I'm going to stand up and teach the unscrupulous boy. That's a lesson. Then suddenly there's a basketball. Hit him in the face. Make him cry out in pain. I'm looking in the direction of the basketball. I see 6 nuns staring this way. Full of anger behind him are some other boys. If you can't talk, I'll teach you. 6 steps closer. His tall figure enveloped the boy. The boy has no air left. Face dare not raise his head. I'm not betting with you. Not because I'm scared, but because you don't deserve it. You're not even qualified to bet on me. In the midst of everyone's astonished eyes, I said coldly, I learned while walking ahead. Sixth Sister Vi suddenly stopped. I couldn't stop after. His head hit him in the back. Keep your head up. I see people launch all the time. That mineral is frowning now. What if someone bullies you from now on? Can you tell me? Don't always hide it in your heart. No, I'm not hiding anything. I shrugged my shoulders actually during this time. I almost always follow the rules. If there is hatred, report it on the spot. That's what people say about you today. You don't react. If I didn't come by and hear you, Sixth Sister Vi breathing urgently, 2 disgruntled hands pull their hair behind me. Please come this way. I can't tell you yet. It's a group of people moving forward. Cross-section head up, look at the Gospels walking in the middle of the crowd. When he walked by, I suddenly stopped. This teacher is a student of the school. We introduce ourselves to go fast. The principal laughed to urge us to introduce Thu with blasphemy. Look at the noble grace of the language. I salute the master. I am Li Qinghai, an 11th grade BA student. It's an honor to meet you. The principal gladly nods to me. He looked very happy, as if to say this girl knows very well. 6 senior, Vi 6 senior. Vi fluttered her chin without much interest and looked at me. My gaze stopped at my wrist and I was grabbed by 6 sisters. He said quietly, it seems that the students of the school so close to each other, but his eyes chilled my spine. Hurry out your hand. The curse doesn't stop. Lead by group, people keep going forward. When I got home, my mother had prepared the meal. Saw me in the door, she told me to wash my hands and eat. I can't stop eating food at 8. Suddenly my nose is spicy. Ever since I had a problem, I never saw my real mother again. I really miss you. What is it? What's wrong with school? My mother looked anxiously at me. I bowed my head to eat rice. I just want you to be happy and healthy growing up. Other things don't matter. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. My mother gave me a piece of meat. Maybe you know I'm about to take the exam. I thought I was worried about the outcome. Don't worry, Mom. I will definitely take first class for you this time. I raised my head with a proud expression. That makes me laugh. After dinner, I open the book, recall memories of previous exercises. I'm going to review some of the texts that I find a bit vague. The winning exam is over. When the final submission bell rings, I turn my neck first class this time, definitely knock it out of my hands. Then I went back to class and listened to the answers everywhere. My mood suddenly became strangely happy. Point announcement day, I stand in the crowd, look at the first class names on the charts. Smiling first class, Lee Ching-hai first class, second class, Tri-Vi class BA downhill 126 class sister, because Lee Ching-hai, you really are first class. I'm not wrong. You're definitely cheating. A piercing female voice echoed from the crowd straight into my eardrum. It's the ponytail next to you. People are attracted to her voice. His eyes were fixed on me, full of suspicion and gossip. You said it without thinking. Our school ranks test rooms by rank, from high to low. This time I was in the exam room. For people outside 800 tell me I can cheat with that eye to get first place. They're 30 points behind the second place. I laughed. Give him a look of contempt, not waiting for him to speak. I continue further. Did you forget that the first semester of 10th grade do I always stand first in every exam? I'm simply going back to my place. Is there any problem? I remember the winning transcripts in the desk drawer. Of Lee Tin-hai, it's clear that her first semester of 10th grade is still the best. But then I retreated. My words seem to have awakened some people. Make them remember that Lee Lee-hai used to be the head of the block. Immediately, the public opinion turned around news about changing the Head Start LAN spread throughout the block. I looked out at the crowd and tried. The corners of her lips softened. Okay, Sister Vi, you look so happy. I don't know if I thought you were first class. Sister Vi grinned. On the way home, I was always in a good mood. You passed first class. I'm even happier than when I passed the exam. Lee Ching-hai, I told you, you're the best and you always will be. Sister Vi spoke frankly, eyes filled with enthusiasm, the intense sincerity of youth like a campfire on a winter's night. Land radiates warmth. Lee Ching-hai, do you know how precious this friend is? All right. Don't just be happy. I'm thinking about your results going 120th. Do you still want to go to a good university? I clapped the arms of six sisters. Then you have to ask the first class teacher. My aunt just helped me. Sister Vi clasped her hands and sparkled eyes at me. I crossed my arms to see her expression. If Master has time. It is not impossible to give a little information to the disciples. That's right, thank you. Yes, the disciples are also preparing to meet the Master. A diamond necklace falling out of the palms of the six sisters' hands sparkled before my eyes. Happy birthday to Lee Chen. Today is Lai Tin-hai Aseo's birthday. I was so surprised that I just stood there. Until you realize the necklace was neatly worn around my neck. 7 reasons to live happily in the future. Sixth sister. Vi gently rubbed my head when I touched the necklace and stepped out of the neighborhood. I found the woman standing in front of the black car. You all radiate cold air. Why are you here? I walked quickly. I found his face very bad. What happened? Get in the car and say open the car door with a serious face. I got in the car and found out. In the spacious back seat were 3 strange men. The man in the middle is constantly struggling, but held tight by the 2 big guys next door. Can't escape. What is this? I turn my head. Out the back from the side seat. It's hard to see the language next door. Do you remember telling me to find someone? Hacked Lee's account and email. Take out a tablet. Elongated fingers glide constantly on the screen. Remember what I found. I sat up straight. In Lee Tin-hai's email, there's a lot of threatening messages and images. It's all about her parents. Give me the tablet. Your dad's about to get out of jail. If you don't listen, I'll tell your father your mother's new address and yours. Remember how badly your mother was beaten? Will you obey me this time? Don't do what you shouldn't do, or your father will find you soon. How can someone like you survive? Who was your mother beaten for? Why would you laugh if you were me? I'm dead already. I looked at the cruel threats in the email. And pictures of bloody violence. Lee Ching-hai has a gambling-addicted dad, frequent drinking of domestic violence. Then Lee Jingyi's mother divorced him. But he continues to threaten and harass extreme tube. 2 years ago, he was arrested for a fight that injured him. and is still in custody. I turned off the tablet. Let me see those horrible pictures again. After Lee Jingyi's father was arrested, her mother moved home and took the exam to a new high school. I've just received information. Just shoved back the time she passed the BA exam. The first semester of 10th grade is normal. In the second semester, he dropped from first to the bottom of the class. These threats also started to appear in the second semester. So what happened in the second semester? Listen to my question. The corners of his mouth filled with a smile of appreciation. Second semester, 10th grade lower. Need to transfer school to lower need. I track the IP addresses of those messages. Find him. Today, he's holding a package quietly under your house. So I asked him to sit down for a while. His voice grew cold. Bring the majesty of those in high positions. Show me the package. I held my hand towards the curse, who is always calm as if never afraid of anything, but his face was slightly stiff. Give me my voice resolutely. Get ready mentally. I speak for the person behind me. A man in black handed me a box, although mentally prepared. But my heart still trembled with fear. Inside the box is a severed, bloody hand. It's fake, but it looks like the real thing. It's no different than the props in the movie Crew. From the second semester of 10th grade until now, when it was the first semester of 11th grade, I have always lived in fear like this. She's only 16 years old, you son of a bitch. How can you treat a child like that? How can you do it? I threw the box furiously towards the man in the middle and the back row. He was also threatened by the fake hand. My boss gave me money to do this. I'm just a tool. Hi, I know I'm wrong. I shouldn't have done that to you. Please help me with the president. He's obviously been nervous since he got in the car. Didn't he pay attention to the conversation between me and him? You can't escape the last word, neither can you. I gripped my hand, trying to control the shivering of the body. Suddenly my hand is wrapped in a warm hand. Speak softly but firmly. Do whatever you want to do. Everything has got me worried. After the monthly exam, take a break until the day there is a preliminary round of the night party. He was wearing a white life jacket. The face is already white. It's getting pale now. In a ballroom full of pre-auditioners, and my eyes and mine meet, the hatred in her eyes could no longer be hidden. My teacher called my name. Everyone in the ballroom is looking at me right now. There's a little glare in my eyes. I took a deep breath. Step out in the middle of the stage and put out a USB stick of music. Under the bridge in front of the door, a flock of ducks swam by. The duck counting song echoed through the ballroom. It made everyone laugh. What is wrong with your house? I don't use music anymore. Can you count yourself to dance? I calmly raised my hand. Start going a multi as the clock ticked. I began to reach out, tiptoes up, waist bend down. It's like a butterfly waking up after winter. Slowly stand up. Softly and gradually I balance on one leg, two hands, slowly retract, spinning toes, fall down, dancing. To the rhythm, final leg beats accelerated. I jumped softly, not like wings. The butterfly landed and bowed. The dance is clean and tidy, but as gentle as the wind, clean without bare dust. When the dance is over, everyone is standing quietly in place. Silence says nothing until the pre-qualification teacher leads the applause. And then the applause that followed was loud. I didn't see it wrong. Li Qinghai did ballet just now, right? Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's that there's no music. If there's music, there's nothing like that. People are laughing at me right now. Are all praising. She looked down at me like she wanted to tear me apart. Why do you have to make me so upset? Don't face me in the big ballroom. The preliminary round ended with only the two of us remaining. It makes you feel like I didn't do anything. I provocatively raised my hand, laughing contemptuously, not surprised. If I get angry, come roar. People like you. Where to steal my glory? What do you have to compare to me? A coward like you. Just be like your mother. Rotting under the mud, I can't raise my head all my life. I advise you to keep your mouth clean. I grab hold of the lower hand that's about to swing. Cold voice, I really want you to disappear from this world. So to make me not dare to take the first place exam anymore, you hired someone to send threatening emails, sending violent photos and gruesome packets of blood. Keep talking with anger. It's not just that I don't want you to get first place. I want you not to go to college. Think about it. If you go to college, your mother will be harassed, threatened all day, living in fear, and your father when he gets out of jail. Who knows, did he lose his mind and kill your mother? His pale face flushed with excitement. She looks terrible. The messages you yelled at me, the words you try to harass. It's all because you faked it, right? But compared to you, I'm extremely calm. By looking through email, I know Li Qinghai has never liked to try Vi. She only talks a lot with six sisters. And the messages bullying her, it's not her own. That's right. It's all fake. I just want everyone to hate you. It makes you worse alive than dead. Lower your body, trembling and laughing. I'm sure you've all heard that. I raise my head and scream behind my back, looking down in a panic. Not there, but there. I pointed to the little camera in the corner of the ballroom. Our conversation has been completely recorded. Oh yeah, I'll tell you one more thing. Everything was streamed live across the entire school just now. You can't. How can you control it? It's the school's multimedia system. Ching, of course can't. But the president is blasphemous, someone who just donated money. Building a school is not sure. Even though the principal, I just received a message to open the system. Multimedia, what else to send until they found out? It may not be time to turn it off. Lower your head, no one's ever wanted to steal your glory. And no AI has the right to prevent others from shining. You like to torture people like that. Then enjoy the feeling of being drowned by the public. Take care of yourself later. I'm close to the face of the seven gods. Whisper a sentence on the day of the banquet, you didn't come. After the live broadcast that day, she was expelled from school. Her family's company, they also lost some big customers. Because of the interference of profanity, since I knew the whole thing. Six Senior Vi hugged me crying and sorry every day, trying to make it up to me people at school before. Used to say hard words to me, it's become softer and friendlier now. Still hi, it's your turn to go on stage and get ready. A friend in charge of running the program takes the list, reminds me to come right here. Standing in the middle of the stage, the light shining on me, the music's playing, the dress rotates. According to the dance steps, like the wings of butterflies flying, spinning. Jump up, showing softness as a flower in bloom, but also full of the passion of life. Magical as a dream, the last jump landing, steady music over. I bow slowly in the middle of the loud applause. I looked at the people who were invited. Back in the background, I found six sisters who were supposed to be watching the show. Now you're sitting in my place. Why are you backstage? I'm here to see my uncles dance. Come on, I'll invite you to dinner. Even if it's not a gathering anytime soon. Six Sister Vi pulls my hand, is about to leave. I have to change my shoes. I pulled out my hand. Take your clothes and shoes and go to the dressing room. Sitting in a diner, the moment you take a bite of a grilled skewer, I feel like I've been promoted. Because of this party, you haven't eaten all day. If you want to eat more, call me. Look at the table full of food. I quickly raised my hand to stop the six sisters. Order more. Finished eating and drinking, six sisters, and I walked the little road home. Say what you have to say. I've been glancing around 10 times. Would you stop? I look up at you, Six Sister Vi, embarrassed, scratching. The beginning of the party ended. It's almost time for the final exam. I want to ask you about winter vacation. Do you have a plan? Let's go to the amusement park. As soon as I agreed, a group of people stopped us. Remember me? Long time no see, King Chi, who previously asked me to do my SAO homework. You didn't transfer schools. Look at the group in front of you. More than 10 people in my heart warned me. School transfer is not because of you. Don't know what tricks did you use to get a foothold? It didn't just cost my dad some big business. They forced him to transfer schools, give me at night. King Chi touched his round head and gritted his teeth. You transfer schools, it's because the bullying was exposed. You're not complaining. I showed no trace of dragging six sisters towards me. I don't want to talk much to you today. Cho Dao. King Chi was clearly touched by the pain. Loud command to run, I said in my hasty breath, and took Sister Vi's hand. Run, run. Wang Chi chases, chasing with a baseball bat. Look at the people around you. I and Six Senior Vi immediately entered a defensive position. King Chi just shouted. More than 10 people swinging baseball bats. Six Sisters Vi both support and cover for me. I dodged and fought back. I don't know who hit me in the back with a stick. The pain made me fall to my knees. When the second stick comes down, Six Sister Vi came to cover for me, and then I lost consciousness. When I wake up, I was in the hospital bed. The woman sitting next to you woke up. Is there anything uncomfortable? I shook my head and asked about the situation of the six sisters. He's not in the next room. I'll be out in a few days. Notice the strange face of the oracle. I asked him what happened. The long silence seems to have decided. Last night when I arrived, six sisters hugged him tightly in their arms. Full body, full of injuries. He was crying, begging me to save him. Wait until the words arrive. I begged him to save six sisters. But I have absolutely no memory of that part. I should have lost consciousness by then. Maybe that's right. Li Jingyi's soul is still in this body. Last night, she showed up for a short time. The blasphemy confirmed my speculation. What's going on? A body with two souls. Since the time Li Jingyi's soul appeared, over 2 weeks passed without any more movement. Meanwhile, the news. About the critical condition, my body's constantly being transmitted by land. The day of the final exam ended with snow. The first snow in Beijing this year. Earlier than every year. I've accepted six sisters' invitation to go to the amusement park. Sitting on a Ferris wheel, I looked down at the countless lights below. The white snowflakes softly fell, I don't know why. At this moment, I suddenly wanted to meet the pure language. Six sisters sitting next to me looked out the window. Call for an hour of testing. I don't understand. Turn your head and look at him. He also turned to look at me. Suddenly laughing brings a little sadness hard to recognize. Maybe I should call you by a different name. What do you say? My voice is trembling. You're not Li Qinghai, are you? He stared at me. But it seems that the eyes are looking at that AI differently. I nodded softly. It's almost impossible to recognize. His smile was tinged with bitterness. When did you find out? From the first time I met, I already know you're not him. Six Sister Vi doesn't care about facial expressions. My wonder continues to whisper. Qinghai in his face, I'll never show my emotions. It's so clear he's always quiet, happy, or sad. Be very careful when speaking. He used to sell wonton according to his mother. When I left home for high school, stolen money, so hungry I can't stand it, I stood in front of his casket for a long time. He came to me and asked me if I wanted to eat wonton, and said there's no need to pay. Voice trembling, I've never seen a girl so shy. Then I often went to eat wonton. Until I went abroad in my final year of high school. In foreign countries, I always remember those 8 wontons, but then I realized what I remember is not the Holy Grail. It's him. He's always talking in his email about funny things. About good food, about the beautiful clouds. He never talked about the threat or sadness. If I come back sooner, if I'd known earlier, will he stop being afraid? And there's no need to hide anymore. At first I thought maybe he's still here. Maybe he'll hear what I tell you. But then I started to get scared. That he would be no more good luck, good luck. Six Sister Vi stared out the window, your reflection on the glass. It looks like a child. Lost in the snow, I really miss him. Your voice trembled. Like feathers swept away by the wind, fragile as if about to vanish at any time, he'll be back. I patted Sister Vi on the shoulder. After coming home from the amusement park, she's reheating the food for me. Was it fun to go out with you today? I just ate and gave a smile. Good to be happy, and Mom looked at me. After eating and preparing to enter the room, my mother suddenly called me back, and it was good to have fun, but remember to go home. I'll miss you so much, you know. The corners of my eyes are red. Don't worry, Mom, you will definitely come back. I pretended I didn't know the answer. I opened the window. To where the cold wind followed the snowflakes flying, and the phone on the table suddenly rang. Hello, hello, I picked up. Sleeping yet, the deep voice of words came from the phone. Still not my voice, carries a little melancholy. I didn't realize it myself. The other end of the line was silent for a few seconds and then spoke softly. Do you want to see the ice? An hour later, me and my military jackets sitting under the tent drinking hot tea together. If there's no ice, I'll beat you to death. I had to sneak out. I lazily lean on the back of my chair, look at the sky full of stars. The words just ask. I agree because you can't blame me. Slowly take a sip of hot tea. Still as cunning as ever. Thank you for being as brave as before. I angrily punched one in the arm of the oracle. We both understood the point without saying anything else. Just watching the snow fall in front of you. I swear today, Six Sister Vi and Mother Li both said they want Li Qinghai back. I rest my head on the back of my chair and stare at the sun. Help me adjust the blanket. My soul is getting weaker, but Li's soul still didn't want to appear. He's still afraid of the world. I watched the news. But the vital signs of my body is slowly losing. The professing hands that were adjusting the blankets stopped softly. I swear if there's a day. If my body loses all signs of life, even if Li Jingyi's soul comes back, I can't go back either. I will disappear. Don't blame Li Jingyi. Because without her body to take me in, maybe my soul was soon gone. Besides, she's a good girl. She's endured so much evil, please help her more. After she and 6 sisters graduated. You helped them get together too. I see he's also in DTO. Yes, please help me take care of my parents. They only have me as a girl. It will be pitiful. Take care of my dog too. And you too. Find a good man and marry him. Don't be there because I know. I feel the corners of my mouth twitching at the moment. I'm the only one who can joke like that. I took a deep breath of exclamation. I'll turn into a star to protect you. From now on, you'll have your own sow. Great. Bow your head not knowing what you're thinking spiritually. Try to come back spiritually. The soft call of the utterance swept away by the wind at the top of the mountain that moment. I can't help but cry, come back spiritually. Yes, everyone wants to come back, but the police also want to go home. My dad also misses his parents. I also want to be around for the rest of my life. Even the face of death is scary. Very sad crying until tired in my dreams, I heard the utterance your voice interrupted to say something. Early in the morning, I opened the tent. The cold wind from the top of the mountain blew straight in the face. Looking across the tent, there's no AI there anymore. I walked out and saw the oracle making breakfast. I'm curious to see what's good. It's early to watch the sunrise. My head is bowed and my food is up until now. The sun has risen a long time ago, then look at the sun. Yes, there are people who are born with talent. Others are angry. One said bring 2 plates of food closer. It's a sandwich up there. It looks good. After breakfast, we started packing up. I glanced at the phone and luckily I didn't see it. I'm going to help clean it up. Then suddenly my heart ached. Everything in front of you turns around and goes dark. I don't know where I am. I don't know which way to go. Only hear via touch of some devices and the cry of that AI. I want to find a place to cry. But I can't find it forever. Until I heard the spiritual call psychic repetitive, it's like a miracle. Lead me forward. When I opened my eyes again, I heard a cry. My soul is awake. The judge, my daughter, is awake. I woke up and she was hugging me and crying. The doctor came to check on me. Confirmed there is no problem and leave. Are you a psychic? Do you have any discomfort? Talk to me. What to say nasty with not nasty? My daughter is getting healthier. Go away. Don't bother. Come out with me. My mother has been standing behind me ever since and pulled the father out. In a private hospital room, I'm the only one left. It seems like you don't have to be there for me anymore. I'm feebly joking. I hold my hand in silence for a long time. Just in time to say something to break the ice. The air of embarrassment, I suddenly felt the back of my hand getting cold. Drop by drop, I'm crying. The man is as steady as a mountain. Control everything in your hands. Who is known as the cunning smile, poisonous words like obscenities, now cry in front of me. Somewhere in my heart from now on. Completely collapsed, I'll see you again after Tet. After waking up, I called 6 nuns via to ask if Li Qinghai is returned. As a result, he didn't say no. Find time and take her to the hospital to meet me. I'm enjoying the massage of the oracle right now. Suddenly, turns out the CEO's the one who's afraid of his wife. 6 Sister 6 pushed the door of the hospital room grinning with words. 6 languages slowly pull down my pants for me maybe. You don't want to treat your wife like that. A sentence that makes 6 sisters stiff. You did a mouth-to-mouth fight with him. It's not self-suffering. I tried to get up from my hospital bed. Come sit here next to me. I waved to the quiet girl next to the 6 sisters. Li Qing smiled softly and sat down next to me. Oh my God, it's different than before. I pinched her cheek and held her hand again. The more you see, the more you like it. Li Qinghai is also very obedient. Let me do whatever I want. Be careful not to hurt her. 6 Sister Vi muttered a cold glance at him. I'm worried my wife is tired. Guys, come out. I and Li Qinghai sing together. 2 men raise their hands together. And walk out the door. Why do you think it's okay to go back? I can't help but be curious. Christian Haishai smile. I heard what you told me. The words of 6 sisters. My mother and the CEO. I don't want anyone to suffer because of me. I also seem to have some courage. I'm starting to want to come back to this world. Welcome back to this new world. You are my spiritual sister. From now on, I will be your rock. Just feel free to hang on. If that's not enough, add a bowl of corn. I held the girl in front of me. Thank you for coming back. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to come back. Before the commencement, Li Hai came to see you once. We went with her. He sent countless messages to Li. I only hope to meet once. Li Chenghai, what are you afraid of me doing? You're carrying so many people, smiling with me and 6 sisters. I touched the mask on my face. Lower the hat down. Fortunately, she didn't realize. Li Chenghai, do you want to know why I hate you so much? Find ways to torture you. Sit in your own room with a calm voice. Say something quickly. 6 Sister Vi stood in front of the chastity with an unpleasant expression on her face because your mother broke my family apart. My father likes your mother. I have loved it for years and I can't forget it. But my grandparents didn't like your mother, forcing my father to marry my mother. But my father doesn't care about her. It made my mother crazy. All I see in my father's bookcase are pictures of his mother. My mother's looking for your mother to cause trouble. But when my father found out, I treat my mother coldly. It's even more cruel. Then my mother wouldn't bother your mother anymore. But she turned her attention to me. What school did you go to? I was transferred to that school. My mother wants me to surpass you in everything, but I've never been better than you. Every time I get a test result, it's my day. He said and pulled up his sleeves. On my arms full of new and old scars, I can see it hurts to the bone. When I moved into my first year of high school, I really meant to kill you. Why do you exist? If you didn't exist, I wouldn't have to suffer. So I can only threaten you. You do not take the first place. Take a screenshot so you can get yelled at every time you're yelled at. I can breathe. Li Chenghai, maybe we won't see each other again. If you want to hate me, hate me. I kept talking to the end as if I had done my best. Your bad life was caused by your mother. Your mother's bad life was caused by your father. Why did it all end up on my mother and me? Even if your father likes my mother. But my mother never responded. Always keep a long distance. That's why Sal became the reason. Let you and your mother hurt us. I won't hate you because you don't deserve it. But are you at peace? When you wake up at night, you think leaving can clear up all the blame. That's what you did to innocent people. Why you'll never escape the mark of the violent. Don't dream they can escape the judgment of humanity. And conscience, of course, if you have a conscience. The words of Li Jinyi light but full of power. Echoing slowly and steadily through the room, she squeezed my shirt and 6 sisters. But the eyes are stiff without hesitation. This girl is finally out of the dark. Because that scene was so mind-boggling to me. As soon as I got in the car, I was in a hurry to share. By the way, I have no praise for chastity. You can't see she's amazing. At first I was afraid she'd falter and say nothing. We'll be bullied. But now it's clear the ability to counterfire is no less than AI. Did you secretly teach her? As I turned the wheel, I laughed until I got on the highway. Clear love will give people confidence, make them not afraid of anything. Her mother's love of my uncle and of 6 sisters. It's all contributed to that confidence. I applaud you, honestly. I respect language. Do you remember the dance I danced at the ball? I'm talking about ballet. That I danced when I was in Li Jinyi's body, remember? I asked you at the time why you suddenly chose I don't remember. I find a comfortable position in the extra chair. Actually, before I chose that dance, I went to the hospital, even if you don't see yourself. But I heard the nurses talking about how badly I fell. Maybe I'll never dance or run again. It's good to walk normally. Can't my first reaction when I heard that was no. I promised the Oracle I'd dance this ballet. I'm going to use that dance to make love. I was waiting for you to come back to see me dance. I'm smiling and I'm lucky I finally danced. You've seen it too. Even using Lee's body. But I'm satisfied. You should also be content without Jesus. Smiling words softly replied, be worded I want to move to the backstage later. I want to learn more about the director. I want to travel. I want to marry you. I agree it's my honor. For clear love. A firm belief we can overcome all the waves of the world. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to press the like button. And sign up to hear more from the dark. Naruyo again.